guys, and welcome to the May channel update. So you may be looking at this and you may be saying, hey, this is RimWorld, but this is not our RimWorld. And that's because you are correct. This is one of my private test worlds that I've been doing to kind of learn the game, play with some different fortress designs that I'm going to bring into the main game, the channel game. But I thought it'd be cool to give you guys a little bit of preview of what I've been doing in my free time. I've been playing a lot of RimWorld in my free time, actually. Before it was Stardew Valley that I was playing a lot. Now I'm playing RimWorld a lot, which makes sense because I originally bought the game just to play it for fun. But anyways, the reason that I'm choosing to give you a preview of this is, one, to give you kind of an idea of the direction I'm going to be going with fortress design. I'll kind of show you this. I pre-recorded the gameplay for this because I tried recording it like 3 other times while playing, and I could not focus. And either my game was like crashing and burning, which was making me really frustrated because I'm putting a lot of work into my private games as well, or I was getting really distracted by the game and I would not focus on what I was trying to tell you guys. So anyways, let's get into the May channel announcements. And I chose, see, I'm still getting distracted, but I chose RimWorld because I have an announcement directly relating to the game. But first, I have a really big announcement. I actually have gone ahead and set up a Patreon account. And I want to just, before I get into the details of the Patreon account, which if you're not familiar, Patreon is just a means of letting viewers, or, you know, in the context of YouTube, letting viewers support a channel voluntarily. So if any of you feel compelled to support my channel financially, this will give you a means to do it. And I also have the YouTube fan funding up and running. However, Patreon lets you, that's a one-time thing. So if you just want to do a one-time support, you can use the fan funding. However, Patreon lets it set up so you can support the channel monthly as long as you want and at whatever level you want. And I just want to get in really quickly as why I chose to go ahead and set up the Patreon account at only 100. I believe I have 116 subs. I think I actually might have just gotten another sub. Got an email this morning, and I haven't checked the YouTube channel yet because I have been spending the last 3 hours trying to record this video in various levels of success. I think I finally figured out the approach that I want to take, and this may be the approach that I take to future channel updates. When I preview a game, I'm probably going to pre-record it, so the audio might not directly be about the game, but it's because it's a channel update and not a Let's Play. So anyways, the reason I'm setting up Patreon, I think it can kind of be encapsulated in this quote by Walt Disney that had been brought to my attention in a podcast that I've been listening to called Fizzle. And the quote is, I don't make movies to make money, or we don't make movies to make money. We make money to make movies. And that is why I decided to go ahead and set up a Patreon account. Because while I would love to make my living doing this, I really am not doing it to make money. I started doing this YouTube channel because I wanted to connect with other gamers and I enjoy it. And I think I've kind of gotten a little sidetracked. I'm kind of going off on a tangent here in that in being unemployed and starting another business, and I've had to be really focused on earning an income in a way that allows me to still dedicate time to YouTube. And unfortunately, in focusing on that, the YouTube channel has kind of, as you guys have known, I've missed videos in the last week. Titles haven't been correct, like just mistakes have been happening, and I just haven't been as focused on YouTube. So I decided to take today. This will go out today. I'm actually recording the day it will go out because I'm actually behind on my videos. I'm recording this today, and I'm taking the entire day. I have a few little things I have to do for my business, my other business, that'll actually bring in some money, and that always has to take priority at this point until I get to the point where I can pay my bills, essentially, whether that's through YouTube or whatever. But I took today to focus primarily on YouTube to get caught up, and so this is just a general apology to you guys for that. But I'm not going to get too much further into that because I want to keep this video as short as possible, and we have a lot to go over. So So let's go ahead and go over the Patreon rewards that I've got set up. And if you go to the page, it's under Wildfire 12, and I will put a link in the video description, and there should be a link at the end of all of my videos now, which does bring me to another small piece of news. I'm changing the video end card to not include active video, and it's going to be the same video end card for every video, just because I'm trying to still give you guys quality content, but I'm finding a way to cut back on the amount of work in post-production that I have to do, because recording takes what time it takes, and there's really nothing I can do about that. So the only areas that I can kind of trim back is post-production. So that's why I'm doing that. So it's the same video card for every video, which will just simplify things and make things run smoother. So, and on that, it'll be a link to the Patreon and a link to the my social media, Twitter, and then I have an Ask Me, I think it's called Ask Me Anything page. It's just a page where you can go and ask me questions and I will answer them via text, or, and then at some point I will do a Q&A video based off of those. So anyways, back to on track here, the Patreon page, I have a number of rewards set up at different levels. Now you can pledge anything you want from 1 cent to $1 million. I'm not really expecting any of you to pledge $1 million, but if you really feel like doing that, I am not going to stop you. So anyways, let's go over the rewards really quick. So I have a $1 and up level, and you pick which reward you want. So even if you do $10, but you only want the $1 reward, you can do that if you want. Of course, I imagine you would want the $10 reward if you're going to pledge that much, but so let's get going on that. So $1 a month or more means you'll get early access to channel updates. So this very video right now is going to be published on the Patreon page exclusively for Patreon or patrons. And it's like probably 2 or 3 days before it goes live on the public channel. And the other thing is you'll get exclusive channel news. Now what that is I have been telling you guys about upcoming games in the channel update. I am not actually going to do that anymore. That's going to be something that's going to be exclusive to patrons. Any patrons that are pledged $1 or more will get that exclusive news, and I will give you early announcement to upcoming games. I'll give you choices, like if I have 2 games lined up, I'll say, do you want me to play this one or this one next? And you'll get to actually actively participate in the schedule a little bit more. For the next 2 months, I do have everything scheduled out, and I do have a very exciting thing coming up that I'm going to announce on the Patreon page. That I'm very excited about, but those things, and they will probably be mostly text updates, except for the monthly video update, which again, you'll get early. There is a chance that there will be some exclusive Q&As that I'll do on the Patreon page later, but that is not quite there yet. So anyways, the next level is $5 or more per month, and you'll get that early access and exclusive channel news, and you'll also get a personalized handwritten thank you from me. And as I said, it will be personalized and it will be handwritten. So I will be writing these out as they come in. And as many people that want to support at that level and want that reward can get that. So then the next level is the $10 per month or more. And there's only 10 spots for this. And that is because you'll get the early access. You'll also receive the handwritten thank you, but you will also get to have your name featured at my new video outro card. There's 10 spots. I figured out how many names I can fit on there, and I can fit 10 names on there, so that's why there's 10. And I will update those monthly. Yeah, I'll update them monthly. So there's 10 of those spots available. So if you want to see your name as a Patreon supporter at the end of my videos, go ahead and go do that $10 level. Then there's 2 $15 levels. So the first one I'm really excited about, and I don't know how much interest there'll actually be in this, so I kind of will wait and see. If there's not a lot of interest, I might take it down, but let me just get into what it is. So obviously you'll still get the early access, and you'll also get the handwritten thank you, but you're also going to receive a Wild Firefly logo t-shirt. Now, I'm really excited that I get to offer this at the $15 level. I was thinking I was going to have to hold off and do this at the $20 level, but I've talked to the place that I used to work at that produces vintage t-shirts, and I picked out a black t-shirt, and it is more of a slim-fitting t-shirt. So if you are used to a looser-fitting t-shirt, you might need to go a size up. But yes, and they're unlimited spots. So those I can make as they come. So I don't actually have to invest money in them until you guys actually request them. And this is gonna be a precursor to eventually, hopefully, having a merch store way down the line. We're not anywhere near that, but it's something, since I have the ability to do this now, I wanted to give that as an option if you guys are interested. So anyways, there's the other $15 per month video or spot is only for 5 patrons. And what this one is you'll get early access to the channel, you'll get the handwritten note, and you'll also receive a shout out during the monthly channel update. So that's this video right here. The end of the channel, or the beginning or end, at some point in the channel update, I will give a shout out to those 5 patrons. And I'm trying to only do 5, so it's not like this long thing. I might up that to more of them if there's a ton of interest in it. So I just have to see. So those are the rewards for the patron, excuse me. And I have 2 goals up right now. And the first goal I think is really important. It's $50. I've been having, as you guys know, particularly with my Stardew Valley recording. In fact, I've been debating just scratching everything that I've recorded up to this point and just kind of having a jump in time in that series. I think I'm almost caught up anyways. Let me know in the comments if you would rather me scratch a video and have a skip of time in a series like Stardew Valley or RimWorld, where seeing what's going on is a little bit more important, and it's a little more, Stardew Valley is a little bit more linear than RimWorld, but if you would rather me scratch a video rather than have bad audio. I don't know what's going on with my mic. I am recording on a headset right now, but I do plan on replacing the mic. I'm hoping that you guys can help me do that with this $50 goal. If I reach that, I've priced out a fairly decent mic for roughly around $50 to $60. So if we reach that goal and it's a little bit more, I will make up the difference. But that's my first goal. And that's the reason why. And again, let me know in the comments what you would prefer, because I am more than willing to do the extra work of re-recording, or you can't really re-record though once it's saved over, is kind of what I'm getting to. So. But just scratching those episodes and recording a new episode. And I am doing research on like what is causing that. I think it's just my headphone mic. I think that there's some interference in the way it's plugged in. I really am not sure. I'm not an audio person. I'm a video person. I do video editing. And I've never been a strong audio person. So anyways, the other goal, I have a $100 goal on that. And when we reach $100 per month, that means I will get to cut down on a few hours of other work, and I'll have a little bit more time to dedicate to the YouTube channel. Not a whole lot, just a couple of hours a week, but that is enough that if I reach that goal, I'm going to add a monthly live stream to my schedule. And the Patreons who have supported that get to choose the game that I play out of. I'll give you a set of games, because obviously it's limited on the games that I have available to me, but I'll give you a list of games and you will get to choose what you want me to do a live stream on, and I'll do a 2 or 3, maybe even 4 or 5 hour live stream once a month, depending on my schedule. So it's going to be a fairly long and involved thing. And obviously by that time I will have replaced the mic, so that will help with that. So anyways, try not to ramble too much, but those are the Patreon rewards. And if you want to check those out in more detail, you can go check out that page. And let me see if I got through. Oh yes, and then the special RimWorld announcement. So this is actually related to the Patreon page as well. So for the duration of the RimWorld series, I'm going to run a special Patreon campaign, I guess, for lack of a better word. And what that is anybody who goes and supports the channel via Patreon at whatever level, even if you don't pick a reward, even if you go and support 1 cent, which FYI, I will get 0.89 cents of that. But even if you do that, I mean, if that's all you want to support, if that's all you can afford to support, anybody who joins as a patron at any level, even if it's not, even if it's below $1, during the RimWorld series, the run of this RimWorld series, and obviously it's actually, I think, going to be a little bit of a longer series. So that's probably going to run at least through the end of June. So anybody who supports during that time will get to have one of the RimWorld colonists named after them. And it'll be first come, first serve in case we don't have enough colonists. I don't know how much interest there's going to be in this, but if we have a ton of people do it, it'll be first come, first serve. I also might, if there is enough interest in that, I might even extend the RimWorld series. So yeah, that is the big RimWorld announcement. So if you want to do that, and if you want to be a RimWorld colonist, go ahead and go to my Patreon page and go ahead and support me there. You can sign up for as little or as much as you want to support me. You can get the other rewards as well. On top of this, this is just an added bonus reward for the duration of the RimWorld series. So that is everything for the May update. Sorry, this wasn't too long, 16 minutes. Probably be about 17 by the time we're done. But thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for supporting the channel. Thank you for your patience in the last few weeks of me scrambling to figure out my schedule and my life and what I'm doing and how I'm going to make money and all of that. You guys have been incredibly patient and have been very good at pointing out, hey, you forgot to put the title on the video, which I still have to go put the title on that video. Yeah, thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and hit that like button. Leave me some comments about anything you want to see in the channel, know about the channel, what you think of the Patreon page, what you think of the rewards, what other Patreon rewards you'd like to see, etc., below. And we will see you next time. Bye.